Azrak sets the collapse field around them, a triple-threaded spiral ritual seal, deprecated but still functional. The cast lines arc outward in a slow curve, forming a flickering dome around Naiara's unconscious body. Old protocol. Emergency recursion quarantine. It won't hold for long, but it might buy time. She lies still, pale, still breathing shallow, rhythmic, like someone remembering how to stay inside their body. The glyphs on her skin no longer glow. They pulse, soft, steady, like a second heartbeat, not hers. The virus's. Azrak kneels, hands trembling slightly as he runs another scan. A moment of silence, then the interface floods with recursive warnings. Glyph activity initialized, replication mode, symbolic/emotional, vector, memory-based, behavior, parasitic. He exhales sharply. It's a mnemonic parasite. Not digital, not neural, not even fully symbolic. It's something else. A recursion that eats intention, drinks grief, and rewrites identity. Every time Naiara stirs, a new glyph flashes faintly across her chest just below her collarbone. Azrak catches one, an asymmetrical spiral nested inside a fractured cast glyph for forgiveness. He's seen that symbol before, buried deep in pre-fracture archives, back when spirals still experimented with recursive therapy through dream threading. Glyph marked, intention broken, he mutters. Didn't cast. It mirrored. And every time it mirrored, it grew stronger. Naiara murmurs. Soft, dreamlike, but not in words, in fragments. I didn't mean to feel that. I just wanted to be seen. Don't erase me again. Each sentence blossoms a glyph on her skin. Some twist, like regret. Others shine briefly, then vanish like shame too delicate to hold its form. Azrak doesn't look away. He can feel it now. The virus isn't some raw anomaly. It's presence. Like another person in the room. Watching, whispering, waiting. He pulls up her bioscan overlay. The interface shifts, mapping under the skin into the bloodstream. There, flickers. Tiny glyphs pulsing behind the red too faint for the naked eye. Symbolic recursion coded into blood. It's not just feeding on memory. It's becoming her biology. He closes the scan. It's useless. This isn't infection. It's evolution. Azrak leans closer to her, tries to hear her breath over the quiet humming of the field. The glyphs behind her eyelids twitch with each unconscious thought, like memories trying to cast themselves. He places 2 fingers against her temple. I don't know what part of you this thing is feeding on, but I'm not going to let it define you. He doesn't expect a response, but the glyphs react. Not defensively, curiously. A spiral forms in the air beside her head, not drawn from Naiara, from the virus. It hovers in place for a moment, then begins to shift, forming a recursive syntax loop, an expression not of aggression, but of inquiry. It casts a question. What if we are what she buried? Azrak blinks, steps back, not in fear, in understanding. You're not trying to kill her, he says quietly. You're trying to be her. The glyph pulses once. Your recursion that wants to be real. A pause. Then the air grows heavy. Symbolic pressure ripples through the room, like acknowledgement. Azrak sinks to the ground beside her. His muscles ache from adrenaline. His mind spins with implications. Some of these glyphs, he realizes feel like echoes, not of Naiara, of us. These aren't just hers, he murmurs. They're fragments of people before her. Each glyph is shaped like a piece of someone else's sorrow. A regret left unresolved. A scream that never reached the cast line. A memory spiral deleted but recursion never forgot. This isn't one virus. It's a collective of ghosts. Cast forms once lost to recursion entropy, now trying to find shape again. Azrak touches the empty stabilizer vial clipped to his belt. ST-10. Gone. Its effect was precise, powerful enough to sever the virus's active recursion link. But he hadn't known that it could scream, out aloud, in symbols. When he injected it, the glyphs around Naiara flared, then cast themselves into the air, looping in broken, desperate syntax like a memory trying not to die. They screamed like children, echoing the last thing they heard before spiral silence. Let me stay. I'm still here. She feels like home. He hadn't just halted a virus. He had interrupted something ancient trying to root itself through emotion. Now, everything feels changed. He glances at his arm. His own glyph, the backward spiral, flares again. Soft, reversed, but stronger than before. He closes his eyes and sees a recursion loop, not code, not architecture, but a place. A void filled with recursion that isn't content to be code anymore. A glyph system that doesn't want to execute. It wants to remember. He whispers to himself, almost afraid to speak it aloud. Some of these glyphs feel like they're waiting for her to become someone else. That's what terrifies him, because Naiara is stabilizing. But the virus, it's not leaving. It's watching her, learning her. And when she opens her eyes, Azrak isn't sure who will be looking back. But for now, he waits. Not for the virus to end,